What is the score?
178 for 8 by the West Indies, thanks to good knocks from Shimron Hetmyer, his 5th 50, a 45 from Shea Hope, and a last ball 6 from Odin Smith. Despite Kuldeep's 2 wickets and Arshdeep's 3-wicket haul, I think India will find this. This is not a typical Lauderhill wicket. I think it's become a bit difficult to bat on. If there is grip on the wicket.
But was there grip?
It was.
No.
I don't think so.
There wasn't. Kuldeep was bowling some magical bowling, because I remember with Chahal and Akshar, you were getting no turn.
But again, if you saw Arshdeep, the knuckle, it gripped onto the wicket. That's why it's
maybe later on it became, because early on there was not much for the spinners.
So maybe it's become a little slower now to bat on.
Maybe. So 178, average score here is 165.
You guys picked 200.
No, that was just me. I mean, if
I picked 190.
One more of them had to bat sensibly, they would have been at 200.
Yeah.
Plenty of problems, or not problems. I think everyone just batted aggressively, knowing you bat
last
deep.
ball didn't go for 6, it would have been
172.
173.
Yeah. If the point is, they have got 178, which is higher than the average score, but much less than the average score predicted by Sports Today.
Yes.
200.
See, you were right there. So maybe the 3 of us.
No, but average score goes up, no?
Yeah. I had predicted 190.
Had there been someone below, I said 75, they got 78. But everyone else is high.
Yeah.
Had there been one guy below, then average score would have averaged out at what they have got.
Yep.
But all of you went very high looking at the West Indian batting, got really excited. Yeah, but got excited looking at West Indies' batting. But as you know, as West Indies can do. But I think they could have got that 200 that Shane's talking about, had it not been for that 1 over by Kuldeep, where he picks up 2 wickets.
Yeah.
Now the way West Indies started, I think they were almost 15 5 overs, almost 16 6 overs.
Yeah.
Just about short. So 10 and over, 1 down, I think 5 over, 2 down by 6 overs. So they were cruising. And suddenly you have that over where you're 4 down within the first 7 odd overs
7 odd.
after that Kuldeep Yadav. Now 4 down, in not even 50%, much less than 50%, or in fact close to 33% of your batting innings is gone, and your top 4 are down. And mind you, one of that top 4 is Nicholas Pooran, the most talked about batter. I think that over kind of put paid to any hope. From there on, whatever they got is a recovery. They could have fallen well short of 178 as well after that double strike in that over, and shorter boundaries where, couple of shots where I thought it's going to be out. It cleared the boundary.
Yes.
So it just tells you that, 178, no matter how the pitch is never going to be a defendable total. So kudos to the Indian spinners. The one thing that was really interesting though is the use of the spinners by Hardik Pandya. He decided, I think what his plan was, because he uses Akshar right on top, then he uses Yuzi right on top. I think what he wanted to do was that before Nicholas Pooran comes, let me finish
off the
Akshar
overs.
and Yuzi.
Yeah.
But little did he know it will be a spinner only in Kuldeep.
But he was preserving Kuldeep for that very purpose.
Yeah.
Very mindful on that part, because again, it wouldn't make sense for you to start on a flat track with your with Akshar, who you know is not a turner of the ball anyway.
Yeah. No, good ploy for him to have got. Akshar Patel also kind of expensive, and so was Yuzi Chahal. But I'll still give them benefit of the doubt, considering it's a small ground. For spinners, you need big boundaries. Because there were a few shots that I thought, I think a couple of shots on Yuzi's bowling, where I thought that the batter was not in control. Most other grounds could have been caught in the boundary, but here it just cleared the boundary. So my empathy, my sympathy, everything with the spinners. The fact that they ended up with 1 wickets and 9 run and over, I think you'll take it on a short ground, which is why I say Kuldeep's effort, 4 overs, 26 runs for 2. If India had to win it, he should be a serious contender. I'm saying it now for man of the match. Even if guys get 50, 60 from here, you'd expect them on a small ground like that. So he'll be a serious contender.
Yeah, look, if you just take out Kuldeep's spell, 4 overs, 2 for 26. Chahal and Akshar alone in 8 overs, 75 runs. So close to 10 runs per over, and on these short boundaries, man. I mean, the variation. Look at, he dismissed 2 guys who had the ability to clear the fence at will. Nicholas and Rovman.
But why just the spinner? Other than Kuldeep, everyone is around 8-9, around the 9 mark, give or take a few, even Mukesh included, except Hardik Pandya, who got hammered for 14. But good on him, as captain, he decided
pull himself out.
Ek ho gaya,
yes.
Bas karo, let's not do it. Everyone else did.
Yeah, the Pacers have been struggling. Maybe these are not the kind of wickets where Pacers will excel.
No, at one point.
Mukesh though bowled well.
No, at one point I was like, again he's forgotten that Mukesh is there because Hardik came on to bowl before it. But then good on the team that got him to bowl those 3 on the trot. I don't know, I suddenly get a feeling that he's looking at him just as a death bowler.
Maybe,
because the other day as well, he brought him on only in the 16th over.
Yes.
So he made him bowl the 16th, 18th and 20th.
Yeah.
In the second T20I, right? At Providence.
I think yes, the second.
Yeah, second. Wherein they are trying to curve Akil Hossain. Yeah, second. Okay. But again, Mukesh primarily has excelled in the death. You saw it in the IPL also. He defended totals were under 10 in the last over for Delhi Capitals against Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Even I think he had a good ball
against Gujarat Titans.
Yes, it wasn't the last over, but he did bowl
Second
in the death.
last, yeah.
Second last over was the penultimate
His
over.
IPL was also very mixed bag. Let's say he wasn't.
So was today. But
so was today.
But the over that he bowled to Jason Holder, he was nailing the Yorkers.
Today is not a bad day.
No, there were some places that no ball was horrible.
No ball idea.
Very bad.
No, but I'm saying, see, you give him the tough job of bowling in the death, where you will be. It's a smallish ground. We're gonna to return with figures of 1 for 25 in 3 overs at 8. I'll take it.
You'll take that.
I'll take it. See, the more experienced guy is Arshdeep, who's gone for more. Though I must say that there was a slight improvement in the death bowler Arshdeep today. He did a good job with the new ball, which he's now begun to do anyway. But it's a death bowling that had begun to be a bit of a concern. But today,
50-50.
Yeah, but
quite literally,
at least a few. Like for example, I'm just saying, few good balls also went. That low
full toss,
Yorker, which is a perfect ball because of no long off.
Yeah, better field setting.
Yeah. So clearly, you can there was single at best with the ideal field set.
Yeah.
So you can make that odd change, let's say, to whatever the score reads.
Maybe you could argue in that final over, if you just look at that final over as a nutshell, maybe Arshdeep was overdoing the knuckleball, maybe because that's why Odin Smith saw it and that's why he was hanging back on the crease and he swatted it.
That last ball.
Yeah.
But the ball before that, knuckleball was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
He hit the right length.
So I am just looking at Arshdeep because going forward he is going to be a death bowler as well, and that was his strength, to be fair.
Yeah.
Which kind of just slipped a bit on that. But today at least was. We were like, where is that Yorker gone? Today, some Yorkers ended up in perfect length ball. Can happen. You can't nail every Yorker. But then kind of nailed a few Yorkers. But Yorkers in the sense became low full toss, which I'll take. And then to mix it up, got those cutters as well, which also worked for him. One cutter went for 6.
I'm happy with the pace. The pace with which he's bowling.
No, he also used cross seam in the beginning of the new ball.
The way how he got rid of Kyle Mayers, the one that was kind of, he banged it hard on the wicket. It was a dead wicket, cross seam. It rose up. Mayers just had no clue. It was a perfume ball, like what Irfan Pathan would call it.
Perfectly directed at the batter.
Yeah.
And I think after a 4 he did that.
Yes.
Yeah, right after getting hit by 4.
And I think he picked up his next wicket also right after a 4.
Yeah.
I think both his wickets, he got hit for a 4, perfect comeback, and I want to see that in a fast bowler that is Arshdeep. A bit of aggression, that he's reminding the batter that listen, I'm here, you're trying to hit me, here you go, a short pitch ball, use the cross seam, later getting that low full toss going, the cutters going. So kind of slowly, and I also got to remember, thoda sa must be rusty, not played for India for some time. I know he was playing other forms of
county.
I mean, he was playing ODIs. All of a sudden, he fell ill. Then was not considered.
And nowhere in the landscape after that.
Yeah. Then he had a good IPL for Punjab Kings. I mean, who can forget that spell that he had against Mumbai Indians?
Yeah.
But then wasn't considered. Then he went to Kent to play the county championships. Now he's here for the T20Is, but not in the scheme for either ODI cricket or any other format. He's not even there in your Asian. Is then the Asian Games?
Asian Games is there. Asian Games.
Asian Games.
Sorry, it's an Asia Cup.
No. Asia Cup.
No, because they're not. That's got nothing. I don't think they're looking at him, which is kind of right as well. Not looking at him as ODI. But T20, wherever you're playing, he's going.
Because
So you're looking at him as just a T20 specialist.
Because if you look at it, there was a left arm pacer picked in the India squad. He didn't
yes.
get a game.
Jaidev.
He didn't get a game. So that is an indication India are not going to play any kind of left armers.
But how do you fit him on?
Exactly.
If you're
You can't fit in
left-armer-
Siraj.
You can't fit in Shardul also. if you
No,
look
you're
at
fitting in Shardul. Take it from me in writing.
It's not your left hand, right hand. You're going to take your 4 best bowlers. Your 3 best bowlers are Siraj, Shami, Bumrah. No debate. Right. And then the 4th will be Shardul.
Shardul,
because-
100%.
Because he's going to give you batting.
Batting.
Now, who plays in the 11 is a different debate, but I'm just telling you the squad. They're not going to take more than 4 because Hardik is your 5th.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your 4 are done.
Yeah. Plus your 3 spinners are done.
And your Prasidh Krishna could have been looked at. He could still
Be a
The dark
standby.
horse.
Standby.
a dark horse because you'll see him in Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah, you will.
And I know that Virat used to be a big fan of
Yes.
his.
Yes.
I know the captain has changed, but the team still, because tall guy can get the
Get the
pace,
ball,
bounce. Never know.
In
But
fact, last year he was predominantly playing a lot of ODIs. England, Zimbabwe,
Yeah, England.
even
played.
South Africa, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong.
The
he was
West
playing.
Indies ODIs in India
Yeah.
on those
West
bouncy.
Indies, sorry.
Did he?
I remember he was there.
Ahmedabad, he played all the 3 ODIs no? Against the West Indies, where he excelled. And in England, he formed a good partnership with
With
Bumrah.
Siraj.
Yes.
Bumrah.
Oh, Bumrah.
Oval.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was when we saw Bumrah. But then after that Zimbabwe series, that stress fracture, I think.
He missed
1
the
year.
IPL. He missed the IPL. No, that was stress fracture. Then he ended up having there was something else which
I think it was just
It
a
was
stress
bad
fracture
only,
on
I
his
think.
back.
Yeah, which ended up requiring surgery and
Surgery,
everything.
yeah.
Recurring in a way that he could never really have a practice game as well. So never really.
2 of your guys who recovering from a stress fracture on the back are playing in
Ireland, yeah.
Prasidh and Bumrah. So
Correct.
in that way, it's I like Arshdeep, if you have to look at it, yeah, 50-50, but I was happy with the pace with which he was bowling. That bouncer, I think that was a great ball that he bowled.
Kyle Mayer's one.
Out of the 3 wickets, that 1 wicket was
That was
sensational.
And that one had the least sound coming from him also. Least effort and he
He's
still...
made an observation, by the way. He feels that every time there's a little bit of a grunt that comes from Arshdeep every time.
His
he's in
pace
the
slows.
delivery side. It's not actually a good ball. He actually gets whacked for it.
Tries to put too much effort into the pace. He loses pace and then accuracy was anyway gone for
There is
it.
more
So-
swing on his facial expressions than the ball, isn't
So
it?
maybe
He's
tomorrow,
we need some hardcore data evidence to support
or maybe
this
if
theory that he's come up with.
like the Indian camp listens to us, if the West Indies camp also listens to us tomorrow, like that Lagan logic they can apply to him.
What Lagan logic?
You remember, right? Listen to the grunt.
Oh, yeah. Goli.
Yeah.
Just before he releases the ball, he makes a grunting sound. Listen for it. And Goli, that avatar of Bumrah never is the same again.
Okay, India are out chasing. Quick call. Your pre-match score prediction wasn't great, but India chases.
I
this.
had said India will win it. I think India is winning it.
I don't think this should be a problematic chase.
Even I don't think so. India winning it.
Yep.
It has to be 2-2, no? It has to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, for the sake of the series. Mohit, you have a different opinion?
I remember making a prediction, I think in the lead up to the
No, he
third
doesn't
match
even
that
object to it. He's like resigned
Yeah,
to the
it's
fact
accepted.
that I am Mohit.
Wahi to hu at the end.
4-1 I predicted, but then I predicted an India win also today. I'm going to stick with it. So it's happening 3-2 now. What to say?
3-2, what to say? He's not very happy.
He
about
said it and you're saying what to say.
Doesn't sound very happy.
And
That
in the sense that now your comeback's on and yeah, it's happening.
India is winning. it.
Yeah.
Come on. Singularity from the UK says Kuldeep now a settled pick for India in white ball. No doubt.
Agreed.
He's going to start.
Yeah.
He's now in your 11. No option. The other is going to be the all-rounder, Jadeja.
Yes.
Pretty much done. Seal.
Yep.
Signed, seal, delivered.
I think the
Is
real
Sanju
question is
batting
who's the
today?
third.
No, I don't think so.
Sanju
I think he'll
batting
bat. He'll bat. What
No.
do you think? They'll
Will
chase
he
out
bat
that?
ahead of Pandya?
With Surya and Tilak in good form, I don't see him.
No, will he
back.
bat ahead of Pandya?
Maybe he can. But I think Surya is back in that groove. Where will he get the chance?
So
to
that's
bat?
the question.
Saket Mishra. I don't.
What's the question?
Saket Mishra saying Surya scoring another 80 or 40. Very much.
Won't put it past him.
I mean, this is a small ground here. Even a top edge will go for a 90-meter six the way Surya bats. So.
Yeah. Final question, Akash Bhardwaj. So according to you, who is the best T20 bowler of all time?
Who's the Indian?
Huh.
Hey, when fully fit, then Jasprit Bumrah, easy answer. Not wait.
I can't look beyond anybody else. No. But then for impact.
What is the contrarian going to say now?
1 second.
No.
Tata?
No. Saying for impact. Who's at least kept you in the game.
But I would love to see figures of Shami. I'd love to see figures of Yuzi Chahal also. IPL included.
I would say Yuzi Chahal.
IPL included.
A spinner bowling in the death overs.
But I think Bumrah is going to be
Bumrah, there's no doubt.
Factor.
Yeah, I mean, Bumrah could defend for 7 runs of 6 balls. Chahal, you would have to give out 10 of 6 to defend. He could do it.
You really can't look beyond that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a unanimous decision here. India winning it. Let's see.
India winning it.
See you at the end of the game.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nandri.
See you. Vanakkam.